What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one we're building backrooms. Hold on, this is not... Okay, that's better. We're live. I wish I had episode numbers for this, because it'd be more interesting to see how many streams we've done. But then I'd also have to figure that out every stream, and that's kind of lame. Yeah, somebody will ping for me. It's fine. I can't be bothered to open Discord. So yeah, I've done a little bit of progress here. I'll show you. Hello, Huggy Wuggy. Hello, Ben. Legitimately, the only thing I've worked on, well, I guess I did one other change, but this area. Did I do these bathrooms on? No. I don't think I did. I don't remember what I did and didn't do them. The main thing I did, though, is this room. And also this one. I know them. I'm alright, how are you, Ben? Just a really long room with pool tables. Hello, Robert. Noise. Hello, family sayers. Join my nod. Just let me know if you want to, Chris. Please don't leave me alone. So for this room, I wanted to do those like photo op things, and I don't know, I don't have much space here, but I don't really care if it's tight, I guess. So, hello Dreamy, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I did something yesterday, oh my god, grab, third time's the charm, I guess. I did something yesterday to my knee. Just like walking up the stairs, and it hurts worse than it should. I don't know what I did, but I messed something up apparently. So, well, that's a splendid start. We're trying it, screw it. No? Yes? Maybe? Perchance? Yeah, and I'm not receiving enough. I don't want to hear YouTube. Wow, that was so riveting and useful. Let me try the other way. Turn you on, wait for you to actually connect. No internet, checks out. Anyway, but yeah, so I've been not doing a ton today, other than whatever. I've been working on the video for, I think it's no, it's Monday now. No, is it tomorrow? No, it is. It's Monday, because tomorrow's an IP part. Right. Or no, it's Monday, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Hello, you're Cristiano Brawl Stars. Hello, Helping. Hello, IDIK. What level are you making right now? 3999, the arcade. This looks like a race car. Not my intention, but okay. Sure, T-Jack. And hello. I'll give you, whoopsies, I'll give you two options. You can continue working on the, oh my god. You can continue working on the hospital, since I don't think you got very far in that. Or you could... There was something else. There was totally something else, and I don't remember what that was. What was that something else? I don't remember. That's cool. There was definitely something else I wanted you to do. Then yeah, that works anyway. What's coming today? Yo, nice. The only active thing I'm waiting for is I got the LN 3 U2's figures that are coming whenever they show up, I guess. I don't know the date or anything. I just know that they exist, yes. Hello, I like Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Ah, my... Pac-Man's a banger, though. Oh, right, I double layered it on accident. So that saves me that, I guess. Nice. Coop plays random games, and hello. This is level 3999, which is basically the exit arcade. And also that, but that's not important. Oh my god. This is the fandom version. Everything pretty much is fandom version, except for a few. Like, I know 94 on the fandom is not actually 94. But, well, that's cool. I just love that. Is it, like, okay and then just red to be red? It's not gonna last for long like that. Well, whatever. You're gonna get disconnected at some point again, T-Jock, but I can't get the other thing to work, so just gonna have to be like that. The router? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be so real with you, it does not matter. Trust me, I wish it made a difference, but it doesn't. It's that that Xfinity experience. It's gonna suck regardless. Anyway, God, I can't use well, I can use structure voids. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna replace them with diamond blocks. Also, yeah, you had to give me a second. I was gonna show it to you, but you had to chill because my internet was interneting. So you have to understand, I was gonna give it to you, you just had to give me a minute. Oh my god, I'm gonna actually, like, I'm gonna get on a wanted list or something. Burn down the Xfinity headquarters. Okay, I'm just naming it P, because I can't be bothered to think further than that. Do you blame me, T-Junk? You can't even blame me at this point. Genuinely. Any headquarters? If I move any closer, again, it's gonna be in flames, Gonga. It's, like, it's gonna go up. And it's gonna be gone. A giraffe pack? It's my favorite defense. Anyway, hello everybody that I wasn't able to say hello to because I was dealing with the consequences of, I'd say my actions, but can't really say that's the case. Fighting an inanimate object. That's what I was truly up to. Really, only 6 of these in total? I guess so. It's not a big room, so. Level you build, what changes would you make? Probably 0. 0 would be the one I would change. I don't hate, I'll show it to you. I don't hate it. It's not bad, it just could be better. But I didn't really change it from the original 0 I had made, which is, I think, why it is how it is. Because we had a different backroom, or not, it wasn't a backrooms map, but in Dirt City, which was like a city for games, there was a backrooms in that with just 0 in pull rooms, and I think 188 as well. And I pretty much just took the 0 from that. Flamethrower, yeah. Nuclear warfare or something. Wood block do? It's basically just a block. It's like a barrier block, but you can walk through it. But it's really useful because here's 0, by the way. I'll go back to where it was actually before I show it to you. I should have copied the coordinate I was at. Wait, no, I could figure it out from this. I could just use this coordinate. I probably could have just Control V'd it, but whatever. It's stupider the way that I just did it. But anyway, I'll show you with a wall. Structure voids are useful because they actually play with block properties. At least in Bedrock, they don't in Java. But like if I put that there, you see the wall connects to it. Same there. And they can be you can walk through them and like you can put paintings on them and things. They're just very useful overall. And in the case that I was using them for, I probably shouldn't have. Okay, there we go. It's just so you can still walk through, but the banner can actually be off of it. Anyway. Anything else for me to say at this point? I do not believe so. How many off was I on the front? I was 3 off, okay. Hello, unsupported characters, so essentially a ghost block? Yeah, kind of. A special ghost block, yeah. 3 there. I can fill you off. Since I no longer need you. Funnest level to build? That's an interesting question. $410. I think fairly. I don't really think it's actually very much of a competition. That's 410, right? No, that's 9. Yes, 410 is more this way. I'll know it when I see it. It's a giant black box. Yeah, it's that one right there. Visible to you? I can see him. Game weird or something. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do it like this. Boop. Oh my god, it's dark. But here's 410. Blood Moon is actually what it's called. But it was a fun one to build. It's, again, as everything is, a lot of structure blocking, but I don't know. I just really enjoy the way this turned out. And I think maybe all of this was done in one stream, actually. I think I just did the whole thing one stream. Other than this house, I did do separately. Kind of on my own recognizance. Because I gotta use portal references if I can. Thank you. Let's let me in now. Okay. I kind of want to arch the ceiling in this room. Could keep the redstone blocks going. I don't know. I kind of want it to glow. Would magma blocks glow? They do, right? Where are magma blocks? They would be probably here if I had to take a guess. I need to test that in a dark room, or a dark area of a dark room. Well, I'm not finding one of those anywhere. Wait, yes I am. It does glow. That's really all I want, I think. Because the floor actually can emit enough light for it to pass. Hello, I like my house. The back rooms. I wasn't originally planning on streaming this today. I didn't have a full plan. There were a couple things that were going through my head. But one of the reasons I wanted to is because funny, and I just announced the other Backrooms thing 2 days ago, I guess. So, this is the day before that'll all be starting. Which is cool. Is it gonna line up? I probably should have lined them up based on the stuff in the room. Yeah, it didn't line up. Is it a block off? Of course it is. That's fine. And then I think tomorrow another funny thing gets announced that has nothing to do with the Backrooms. And I'd imagine will be more exciting for most of you. What? Why would you give me a light level 0 block, TJ? What's the point of that? What do I need the 0 for? I already got 15. Get that out of here. What blocks? Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not reading. Level you're on 3999. I actually built every level before this one. I'm just kidding. I didn't do all that, but it is 3999. I wasn't lying about that part. I was lying about the fact that we've built 4,000 levels, though. I'm just gonna fill all the way across with this. Level 188. Yeah. Let me get a little bit of this ceiling done, though, first. If you can, wait a couple seconds. Place it. I don't want to call you wrong. But it's right. It'd be right click. Well, for you as a console player, you're not wrong. It's left click. But on PC, it's right click. Don't know why it's different, but it is. But you have to... No, you don't have to shift. Never mind. I was thinking of something else that still doesn't require you to shift, but I was just like thinking of that as a whole. Now, shift click is how you would place another one off of it. You want to build a sandwich. Bob the Builder over here, but for sandwiches. I could go for a sandwich, I think. Yeah, only 3. Well, okay, but if you count 0 in the mix, then that would be 4,000, would it not? By that logic, but I guess, sure, your point is valid enough. Yeah, I'll fill in these stairs and then I'll go show one idiot. Bob the Builder, build me a sandwich. Remind me of one of the building your suggestion streams. I made like a cheese wedge. I should really give myself night vision. It's a little dark under here. Anybody who would want to help with the Backrooms map, you have to be in the server. That's requirement 1, and requirement 2 is I need to feel like I want more people on. Hey, T-Jug, do you want to do me a favor, speaking of which? What am I looking for? Right, one idiot. Just ping the Backrooms builders in the Backrooms chat and tell them that I'm streaming, because I'm hoping that I can at least get another person or two to come on. I'll also open it up to 6 for now. And then maybe I'll join VC. I don't know yet. Where is 188? It's right here. Sorry, I got mad. Hello, Giovanni. Warp. Chris did most of the... Well, I did this room. But Chris and I kind of tag team this one. I did the side areas. He did the main area. That being this one. Although I think... I help with it, but I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what who did and why. In your life? That's a valid reason. Although I missed the part where that's my problem. Join anyway. I'm just joking. And then this has got to lead somewhere. Other than to the void. The abyss. Yeah, pretty much. Wow, it's... I ended up making it to where, like, you have a couple rows on each end that are dark, so it fades out, and it looks really creepy. There was one other thing I wanted to show, which would be the floor tiles. Yeah, okay. Didn't I do the shape as well, or am I crazy? Am I trying to take credit for what I didn't do? Where is the flooded version? Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, this one. 188, but wet, basically. Wanted 2 or FNAF World? FNAF World is more enjoyable. Well, actually, Help 1 and 2 is more, I guess, basic, but FNAF World is more of a chill build, I feel like. When you can kind of just roll through, you know what I mean? Boop. I said boop. There we go. Hello, Spooky. I'm so bad. Shaving you up with the windows? Ah, right. Okay. I know I did something with it. With all that. Hello, Icy. The opening. It's quite the long build, yeah. Although, honestly, if it's something you... Oh my goodness, I double-clicked it both times. If it's something you're down to build, like, it's a fun build. Some parts not as much as others, but it's... Overall, between the 3 chapters I've done, I've had a good time. Slab... Vertical half equals top, and I gotta do keep. I'm alright. Glad to hear you're doing good, Spooky. Other than, as I mentioned, I don't know if I got cut off or not by the internet. I hurt my knee yesterday, and it hurts, basically. Hurt my knee in the stupidest way possible, I guess. 0 song you're choosing? I think it's called Burning Memory. That's the immediate one I think of when I think of anything liminal, to be honest. Yeah. Also, I haven't mentioned this yet. Old Playco passed Old Act 3 in views for most viewed video on the channel, which is kind of ridiculous. Thanks everybody who watched and followed that one, and the new one as well, even though that one isn't that up there, but that is kind of crazy to put into perspective. You, and maybe pink. Chris's favorite color, isn't that right, Chris? Just a burning memory? Yeah, that one. Pulled your muscle? Yeah, see, like, that's practically what I did. Except it wasn't laying down, it was going up. Backrooms ideas? I've had a couple that have kind of come and gone. The main thing that I've done is take other levels and kind of turn them into my own custom. One that I've seen a lot of that isn't really my idea, but I've kind of taken is like a dark pool rooms, basically, is kind of what it seems to be called. It doesn't exist as a level, funnily enough, but it's like pool rooms, but just kind of weird, like larger pool rooms. I'll show you actually what I've done. I kind of took the combination of a couple ideas. Nearly 150,000 views. That is wild. Position. For me, it's Control-Alt-C, but I think if you're on... Here, I can actually, as I'm flying, I'll show you. In Settings, if you go to Creator... This one. Enable Copy Coordinate UI has to be on. And then you would go here, and you can just, like, click this button. It should have, if you're on... console, it'll have like a little symbol. Like for me, it'd be a triangle on PlayStation, and then if you hit it when you have the menu open, it'll copy it. It's a huge build. It's small, honestly, small level. Where is this sucker? That is thalassophobia, not what I'm looking for. Although it basically is thalassophobia on steroids. Here's the main part of it. Oh yeah, I walled this in fully now. So, oh, that's... The shadows on the walls are terrifying, wow. 94? Yes. Are you over there, Chris? Are you over by 94? No, this is PC. It's taken not that long, actually. It's been half a year, maybe? A little over? You're under 94. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. And then there's this part, and that's all I've done so far. And then I know Chris sent me an image I want to eventually do. He's at the front. So yeah, Chris has done pretty much most of this on his own. I know a couple people, including myself, have helped on some parts, but... This is one of probably the more interesting videos out of the set, this level. I won't tell you when it is, because I'd be spoiling it, but it does get one. Also builds, yeah. Although you have to be in the mindset for them, I find, healthy. You can't just, like, start one and expect it to go perfectly, you know what I mean? It's still going, by the way. It's a little bit long. But... like, there are some builds I've started and just not really felt. Colossal or not colossal. I guess really any project at this point is colossal. Like, you know, PPT I would consider colossal even though it in itself is small scale. But a couple that I'm just like, eh. 94 tutorial? Ah, yes. I don't know, though, when I would actually do one, because... I'm trying to go in numerical order, but once at a certain point, I'm gonna not, since you can't. The idea of it is so creepy. I like Backrooms more because it combines that kind of nostalgia with, like, liminal and just kind of otherworldly in a sense, almost. So, I'm sorry I can't wave. I'm in spectator. Is that a Poppy Playtime reference? But yeah, it's just such a wild concept with such a, like, expansive realm of stuff. Hello, an idiot thing. Thank you, thank you. I agree, liminal spaces are awesome. Okay, what do I do with these doorways? Shut the frick up, phone. No one asked for your opinion. Acacia for one, and... cherry for the other, why not? Poppy from the Amazing Game Franchise, Poppy Playtime? No way. Schedule? Have fun. I'm gonna start screaming for no reason at you, by the way. No, actually, I'm gonna forget that you told me that I can do that at all in about 5 seconds. What are we talking about? Hey, okay, what do I do for these? I can't be bothered to make this part too big. I might not even use this space, to be honest, because my goal here with this is... Hi, Nathan. Gel volumes, not the poppy gel. So it's supposed to be an endless arcade, but I'm gonna split it in half. One half is where you leave, and two half is where you don't leave, and it's just here. I won't tell you which side is which. I can fix you, Poppy. I can make you better. Level is this 3999. Avoid Backrooms level. There is, actually. Hold on. How do you get there? What is the closest one to me? I can only think of 410. Oh wait, Decaying Decadence is probably not the closest to me, actually. It might be. Yeah, no, Decadence is near the city entrance, but I don't know. The city entrance is on the far side, isn't it? I don't know how to get to any of them, to be honest. Although Decaying, if I find Decadence, I can get to it. Where is... There's Decadence. I'm just gonna fly by one, do a little flyby action. Here, without night vision, I'll show you. You can only see the signs. You can't, or you can only see the text. You can't see the signs or anything. Hello, Clumsy. It's different on the pink stairs and shelves. It does. Shelves are a little different tint on a lot of them than the stairs. Because it's more like the stripped block as opposed to the plank. Possibly? Yeah, no. Honestly, at this point, no. There's so many levels. Hello, Funtime Jake. Each level will get tutorials, but they won't be block for block. They'll be like how they're made more so, and just like tips on making them, but not block for block, because that's not physically possible. Well, I mean, it is physically possible, but I have my limits, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, now that I'm back here, I don't think I need night vision again yet. Yeah, what do I do with these? One should be the... no, because I want... It's too linear right now, but I guess what I could end up doing is making it linear and then just adding rooms later. I'm not opposed to that. That might make my life a bit easier. But what do I do with this door? What do I do with both? I have an idea for what one should be. I guess claw machines for one, actually. Just like a... Claw machines around the perimeter. What in the center, though? No, maybe I make the claw machine another hallway one. And then I make you the big one. Well, I can't go more forward. Never mind. You should be the claw way. That's what I'm calling it now. That'll go back this way. And then... This will be the big room, the main one. Shrek in the back rooms is crazy. Of the center of an auto place, PPT Oh my god, not that one, no. Make sure you're looking at a block. I don't wanna. I am just not pressing my keys well here today, evidently. Nope, can't go that far. I guess I could go that far forward. I don't want to go further forward than this, though. Hello, Farron. It's going alright. How are you? Favorite level? I'm gonna give you two, actually. Pool rooms and city. The endless city is just such a creepy concept, and I love it. Okay, this one will be claw machines. Big is it gonna be? As a whole, very big. 20 projects? That's crazy. Size. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm trying to at least get them, you know, to have levels. So if you wanted to build a level, you could find a tutorial for it. But I'm not gonna spend my time doing all that because, you know, the main point of this map is kind of just for entertainment. Not intended to be copyable. The only place where you can spend an eternity walking through beige hallways and still find the decor more exciting than a Tuesday morning at the DMV. That's so real. Frick the DMV. How does one make a claw machine without making it, like, stupid large? Guess I could go 3 wide? You, the outsider. The butcher, they call you. Shall we see what you look like? Wrong side out. What the frick, Nathan? In real life? I have not, no. I'd like to, though. Be a fun video idea. Going to real life backrooms places. There's a fat claw machine. Day of February, Charu. Hello, Lord Raven. PPT moment. I think that the toy should be a sea pickle. One lone sea pickle. Am I okay with that? I mean, I'm gonna look up a picture of a real claw machine. Hold on. Not for sale. Okay, I went to shopping. I'm not trying to buy a claw machine. I mean, if someone's got one for sale, like, I'm not gonna pass it up, but I'm not trying to buy one. Okay. Good enough. This time a claw machine, or trying to. Big chicken vanilla bedrock. I would argue structure voids. Because, like, they change the block properties the same way. To an extent. Like, for walls and fences and glass, I mean, not like... You can't really do anything for stairs. There's a weird quirk that I discovered, by the way back when I was building LN2, and it's not really useful unless you're doing exactly what I was doing. So imagine you have, like, a shelf like this, alright, and you need, like a 2x3 of blocks like this. And you have, I'll say, like a shelf like that. But you don't want these walls to connect. If you do this, they don't connect. Because these stairs are technically facing forward and backwards, so this wall wouldn't connect into the side of this. So even when you place that, this technically isn't part of the block. Look, you can see if I get, like, the angle, I can just face through it, because it's not part of the hitbox still. It's very weird. What did I make a reference to? Huh? Barrier and structure void. Barriers are solid. Structure voids you can walk through. And structure voids change, like, again, they'll connect to walls and things, while, or fences, I guess I'll say. And barriers do not. What's it? Was it X supposed to be 3? Yeah. Claw, da claw. I'm not tired, you're tired. Gaslight 101. And then I will put them on the other side as well. So wait, shelf would be here, which would mean 4 block gap. I want more than that. I also didn't mean to... like, I used the redstone block as a marker when I shouldn't have, and I didn't click. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think about it as I was doing it. Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to, and I had that thought, but then I just, like, immediately forgot that I had that thought and did it anyway. Just absolutely brilliant for me. Ah, yes, my favorite chapter. I will tell you guys, by the way, if you ask when I'll revoke this, but I do plan on doing tutorials for all the chapters, but there's this funny thing called going in order. So, that's my plan, going in order with them. I might take that back with... because 4 is going to be weird. Because 4 is just cave, and then cave, and then cave, and then cave, and then a room, and then another cave. Like, literally the entirety of 4, I'm pretty sure, is just in caves. Or is caves. It's actually stupid. It's so stupid. But... yeah. I will also say this. Even under circumstances, like... If the Chapter 3 tutorial started tomorrow, it might not finish for another year and a half. You know? But I'm not going to start 4 until 3 would be done, even if the 4 build was done. I guess it's more so a case at this point of realizing that I'm going to not change this one. Realizing that I don't sprout these builds up in a day, and I also don't finish the tutorials in a day. So you shouldn't expect that to end up being the case. You know what I mean? They're all gonna get them. Probably. Just doesn't mean within a reasonable amount of time from now. Yarnaby's also in a cave, is it not? At least the main room where he's the roaming enemy. Year to make. Chapter 3's tutorial is gonna take a year, yeah. More than likely. 2 almost took a year. I didn't mean to change 3. That's fine. I'll make that one cherry. I can't guess. Just some dude playing Mario in the vents, Giovanni? Is that what you're implying? I'm telling you, it's not gonna be, like, I don't even think it's gonna be close. Because... for... what did 2 take? 8 months? 7? Something like that. For 2 to take that long... I genuinely think some of the sections in 3 are going to be, like, half or a third of the length of the entirety of 2. Like, I think intro won't be bad. Gas production's gonna take a while. Play care might, but I'm not really sure yet. Home Sweet Home shouldn't be that bad. Like, a lot of them will be between 25 and 40 parts. This is gonna be a lot more parts than 3, or than 2 was, excuse me. I don't think you guys genuinely realize how many more it's going to be, but it's gonna be a lot more. You'll see as it starts, because again, I'm done the build, so I know how long it's gonna, or I know how much it is overall. It's a lot. There's a dome, and I am debating not actually doing that in the tutorial. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll probably do the inside of the dome, but not the exterior. I'll show it. But if I'm not worrying about the cave, you know what I mean? Any less that okay, I'm doing the thing again. Oh wow, I went the distance that time. Oh wait, I'm gonna have it weird anyway. That's fine, whatever. Just block for block. That is, for the most part. There are some parts that won't be, like caves and texturing, but yeah, the actual build is gonna be. It'll be pretty much how Indigo Park has been, if anybody here has been following that. Yeah, only took you a year to Jack. I am calling everybody dumb, yep. Our 123-hour video? Yeah, exactly. Place is out of order. Is it? Or are you talking about the chapter itself, or The fact that the exterior is in the middle of two. Because I put them... The way that I uploaded them was weird. Because I did... One block Cologne? Okay. I put them in as I was recording them, obviously, so I think when they went members only, they might have gone out of order, but then when they went public, they should have fixed. It's out of order? What? I'm gonna look at it in a sec, hold on. I don't think it should be. If it is, that is a YouTube skill issue, I think. Your brain works? Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, it's backwards. Can I read? Yeah, it is backwards. But that's just how YouTube did it, I don't know. Can I might be able to invert that. But no, the parts themselves are in order. Just would be backwards. Why? Can't you... Oh, yeah, you can change it. Well, I can change it. Date added. Date published. Newest is what I would change to. Yeah, okay. I don't... Maybe that fixes it? Let me see. That does fix it. Okay, yeah, now it should be fine. I just have to flip it. Why is it that one specifically? That's so weird. Okay, FNAF is like that too. Why? Let me just... Some of them are... That's so odd. Yeah, I don't know why that's like that. Some of them are normal, some of them are backwards. It should be good. Is Bendy's backwards too? What? Why? Well, okay, the ones that I've seen are fixed now. I like at least 40. Turbo and hello. 3 live. I don't care what I'm missing. I'll be real with you. I only care if the time lapses are in. Turbos for PBT chapter 2 or 3. 2 took me 6 or 5 months. 3 took me over a year. And then 1 wasn't that bad, but I don't remember doing 1, so. Why, Nathan? Hold on. Well, it should have fixed itself if it's by published order. Because if they're published in the wrong order, I don't know. Oh, wait, what? It really... No, that really... What? Now it's chapter 1, chapter 1. What? What if I did manual? Would that be better? Why is it like that? That's so weird. What? What? Why, YouTube? Why? Because if I do newest again... That's not how that works. That's not how upload dates work. What? That's so weird. Wait, is it doing it like that? Is it flipped? That seems more correct. But it's still wrong. What the hell? What? That, like, fixed it, but it didn't fix it. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 5, 4... 11, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10... Huh? Alright. I'm gonna have to just, like, remake the playlist entirely. That's so strange. YouTube is just incorrect, is what I'm understanding from this. And now it's broken. What? Now it's entirely different. Even when I put it back to the... Whatever, it's going back to manual. Never mind, it's broken permanently. Okay, cool. That doesn't make any sense. But like, you would think it would be able to correct itself, but why is it not? Whatever, I'll figure it out after stream. I'll try to fix it, because when I added them in, I would have added them in order. Obviously. And then when they uploaded, it should have resorted. I don't think Lily is alive. I don't think she survived all that. Also, the other point that I have is I don't feel like she has a reason to still be alive, you know? I probably am going to have to remake the whole playlist, yeah. Which is kind of annoying. Dude, so e-tutorials for chapter 3 are out right now? No? Where are you getting that insight from? Hello, Sathya. Yeah, and I gave my opinion, Clumsy. Crazy concept. Man gives opinion. Real, not clickbait. What happens next will shock you. I'll have to look through all of them and see, because, again, you would think by sorting or putting them to the correct sort that they would be correct, but no, I guess not. This platform is something. How does that happen, though? You know what I mean? How does... Like, that shouldn't be something that breaks. I'm trying to even figure out, because, okay, if I go... Date published... I've got nothing. That doesn't... It don't add up. Is what I'm saying. Hello, Ronnie. I was the man giving the opinion. Never mind. I'm too confused to... Screwed up. So when I tried to fix it, it made it... Hold on, I'm gonna do something. Hold on, I'm gonna finish this room first. Remake? What do I mean remake, huh? Entire playlist? Because the playlist is just destroy. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. But then I could, because I was thinking about it anyway, I probably should have, because if it were sorted correctly, the new play code would be just like dead center in everything else. Okay, let me do one of these. Actually, no, because I can keep you over there, and then I can do it this way. Prototype. I do like the real one. YouTube Studio. Got a JD game video on my recommended. That's fine. It doesn't. I don't have anything goofy going on here. All right. Correct. Okay, look, manually sorted in YouTube. If I go date Added oldest. And go to videos. 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 4, then PPT 2, 1, then 9, 5, 10, 8, then it go... What? And then if I go date published oldest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this looks correct. Somebody, Nathan, check on your end and see if it's correct for you as well now. Because this is correct. And then this will just like end up in the middle. I don't really know what to do about all that. Yeah, and it's got its string of parts there. And then there's, you weren't supposed to see that one. That should be correct. Yeah, spooky. It's between that and Little Nightmares 2. Call you a man? I was calling myself the man, Clumsy. Please, use your brain. It's fixed, so what the hell? Okay. FNAF. I'm checking you now. Let's see how it is right now. It seems correct. No, it's not, because these shouldn't be here. So what did I set it to? Oh, it's at most popular. What? That's not it. Date published oldest. That was what it was? You, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, no, this is correct. That, it should be like that, Nathan. I can't be bothered to fix that. That's so strange. Is anything breaking up the atrium? No, I don't think so. What else was it? Indigo Park should be fine. Manually sorted in YouTube, this should be fine. It's gonna be a little weird. Is it gonna be a little weird? No, it should still be the same, actually. Yeah. You can see all the upcoming parts, by the way. You can see how far forward I've scheduled things. It's a little behind the scenes look, you know what I mean? Okay. Bendy. Is Bendy not correct? No, it might be. No, it's not. Never mind, because it goes 4, 6, 5 there. So it's, when I tried to fix it, it sorted them all by most popular, even though that wasn't an option on my phone to do. Okay, this is correct. Missing? I don't care about that. That was probably a skill issue on my part. Okay, everything else should be fixed. Right? Yeah, that should be all the important ones. Other than HN, but where is HN? HN is Barry. Oh wait, Baldy? I don't even know why this has a playlist. I mean, if that one's out of order, you can figure it out. I'm gonna be real with you. What's not normal? Anything? All of it. None of it's normal. To be honest. Six song! Ah, yes, here's HN. This might actually be important to check. Okay, this is backwards. So if I do this, just invert it. Early prototype, yes, okay. Now we're good. That was, wow, some of these have crazy views. 11K, 15, 23. Oh, wait, actually there's more than 23, right? 69, nice. Yeah, here's what YouTube Studio looks like if nobody's seen it before. Or if anybody here has not, like, seen this on this. How about Granny? Granny should be fine. Now Granny is inverted. I mean, again, that one, you can figure that one out, but I'm still gonna fix it. There we go. Okay, yeah, no. Everything should be good now. 96 videos, by the way. Insane. But fair tutorial to make. That's a good question. Honestly, probably FNAF World is up there. FNAF World is certainly up there. Bendy's nice. I love doing Bendy because Bendy is so easy. Like, it's not... Because it's all just, like, the same, it does get a little dry, but it's nice to kind of just plow through, you know? It doesn't take a ton of effort. Like, PBT is so... It just drags on sometimes. IP is dragging on right now. I'm feeling that. What was I gonna respond to? So, the issue, Nathan, was that it was sorting on YouTube. When I sorted it on Studio to be what I just did there, it sorted by most popular instead. For some reason. I don't know why, but that's what it did. But yeah. There, you guys got some exclusive scenes there, and definitely a couple things I wasn't supposed to show on stream there, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I can live with it. I'm just gonna mark these to start. Hey, Chris, not yet. But do you want to be, or do you want to do the particular arcade that is the exit one? World for you. Well, okay, in all fairness, the one thing gets revealed literally tomorrow, and the other one doesn't matter because I've already stated that, and people have already, or I've had at least one person already point out that it has existed. Is it a room or a cabinet? Cabinet. A cabinet in a room. I'm not gonna make you do the whole room. That's what I'm actively doing. I was just gonna have you pick the specific one, and if you wanted to make it special, you could. That was the other part of it. What? How? Wow. Where did I mess up? Where did I mess up? That's a great question. Oh, literally right there. Jesus. Want to do a room? Okay, you can do that too. I'm fine with that. Well, do you want it to be just like part of a big room, or do you want it to be its own room, per se? Because I'll let you do this room if you want to. When you're rusted, you could work from anywhere. I don't think this is what he meant. There are no coworkers to microwave fish in the... Just because there is no break room? True, we never get breaks. Can I do a big room? Okay, well, here's the big room. So I guess if you want to... Whenever you want to, then. Since the sizing is marked of the room. 20%. Oh, yeah, you can join. I should have a slot open, I think. But it'll start 51. Oh, yeah, right. I'll get there. You start joining and I will remember where it is. Well, I know exactly where it is. I just gotta... It's basically here, right? It's this way? Oh, brother. I should find it. 181. Any second now. Chris is an anime character. Kind of like the entrance, but not really. I'll give you a hint, Nathan. It's where the beacon is. It says, right? Yeah, okay. It just says 51. This is a tutorial. You're right. I stole it from myself. Dismantle this as much as you need. I wouldn't, like, if you really want to change this whole interior room, you can, but... yeah. Do whatever. Do you need the fandom page or anything, or do you got looking that one up, right? Anime cat girl princess. Have the fandom, cool. Well, okay. I guess my point is build behind this, like here. You know what I mean? And just go out. But if you needed to, for whatever reason, like go forward, you could. If you wanted to kind of make the inside almost fade into it, that might be interesting. Do what you want. I don't know. I don't have really any idea for you other than the fact that you're making a temple. Guessing this guy's still AFK? Yeah. Why not both, Spooky? A lot of things. You certainly are a lot of things, Crisp. This was a discussion we had on a Twitch stream, and I think I mentioned it briefly on a YouTube stream. But since we are getting sort of kind of close, for 15K, I want to do a marathon. Anybody have any particular games that you would want in that marathon that are reasonable to put in? Good room, I guess. Yeah, sure, you could do that too. Also, I think you're thinking of level 0, not 1. Furries. I've Hope wanted to. I'd actually be down for that, yeah. I wouldn't do the whole thing, but I would probably just, like, pick 10 or 15 minigames to do. Portal 3, ah, yes. Known game right there. Yeah, no, totally never been done. No, I've never done one, definitely. That's totally spooky. Shrek into Backrooms. Do I want to put shelves on the sides of these? That might look interesting. Assuming I could place them correctly. Then for this one, I'd have to do this instead. Okay! Dig Dug? Actually, I'd be so down for that. That'd be hilarious. This one looking too short. I guess I could do a version like that and a version like that. I'm okay with that. I'm probably going to throw in a Ban game. And the other thing that I was thinking about as I was thinking about all of this is, like, I should do just, like, all games that I've built, you know? I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. So, like, I guess PBT, but only up to how far I've built. That'd be funny, actually. Like, what can I use as an example here? If there's anything I'm actively working on at the time... Like, let's say I am building Help 1 and 2, I only do the levels that I've built, and then not the ones. But I guess it'd be weird for certain games, because you would just, you know... All of just games, true. 3 knuckles, I guess. How much is Batum on Steam right now? You said it was on sale, didn't you? Bendy! Oh wow, it's $4.49. Something went wrong? Go frick yourself. it doesn't... Okay, I can't check Bendy, apparently. Is the store just broken? Okay, I can open my... I can open my wish list, but that's it. Huh, weird. What I want to try on the app. On my phone. That's not how you spell Bendy. Bendy. It says $5.99 here. What do you mean? Offer ends March 3rd. Why was it? Oh. Oh, that's funny. If I... Wait, that's diabolical. Because I have Dark Revival, if I buy the bundle that includes Dark Revival, I save money off of the discounted price for Batum. Oh, that's hilarious, actually. I can't pass up on that, you know what I mean? Hello, lovely ocean. Steam's down at the moment. Well, it wasn't on my phone, apparently. Oh, that's so strange. I don't know. Type in your credit card information on stream. Great idea. Smurf statue in Brussels, Belgium. More importantly, there's a town called Brussels in Belgium. That's interesting. I'm freaking out. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? I can grab, I guess, 2 sets since the shelves make it 4 rather than 3. Darn you, shelves. Slam the delivery truck in his mouth. Put a whole truck in his mouth? That's what we're doing? I'm a little concerned by that. I only have so many different combinations I can do here. I think, Chris? Sure, I don't care what you say. Well, actually, I do care what you say. But, you know what I mean. As long as Spooky doesn't care, I don't care. Call Spooky whatever you want within the legal limits. Does not start a war of some kind in my chat. I'm not really feeling that. But, like, what would that imply, Spooky? What would that imply about you? Would you be producing them? Who? Hello, Jebima. I'd like to point out, by the way, Nova, to you, since you just did that, that throughout my little oopsie showing it, nobody said a single thing about it. Thank you, everybody here who didn't bother me about that, since I very much showed it on accident. Hello, Nicholas. Surrounded. You know, I mean, whichever you prefer, I guess. Oh, welcome back. I didn't even know you left. What about Among Us? Oh, playing Among Us. My bad. I didn't see that until now. Maybe. If we get a couple... Bye. I did... Oh my goodness. You're like 10 minutes late to that. About what? Don't worry about it. It's better if you don't worry your... Don't you worry your little head or whatever Kane says. You know what? Honestly, you deserve that, T-Drunk. Well, I assume most of the people here just are happy about the fact that it's been started, assuming anybody actually saw it. That's at least where I'm gonna hope that the context is from. Clone command? Aww. Nice, Grayson. How's that going? Chapter 5 looks more enjoyable to make than 4, but I don't really feel like that's a fair comparison anyway, so you know what I mean? Frogger? I should play, what's it called? Oh my god, what is it called? Crossy Road, that's what it is. I feel so old, like, for some of those. Even though, like, that isn't older than me. What did I not use? You know, this is making me realize how many wood variants there are in this game. Good lord, because I didn't use pale oak, and I think that's it, right? Oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, mangrove, whatever. So yes, yes, I guess no, but I use you, so it counts. No, yes, 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 yeah, okay. Wow, there are a lot of wood variants in this game. I can't say I've ever, like, actually played it, Nathan. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I played it on the YouTube thing, because YouTube has the, like, game section. I did do it on that for, like, a little bit one day. Circus of Tim Tim. I have that game. I have it on Steam. I don't know if you were there when I played it on a Twitch stream, but I did. I don't think I finished it, though, because my internet went out. Hey, remember what I said, Nova. Next person who does that is bye-bye. More wood was coming? What? I know you mean in Minecraft. Took me a minute, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, how many variants is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the next number, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can guess, yeah, a little bit. Bendy and the Bendy machine. I went outside and I thought a blue bucket was Sonic, EXE, and I ran back inside and tripped on an invisible rock. The only, like, thing I remember falling from my childhood is playing catch with, I think, a football or something, and Bailey, one of our dogs, ran, like, by me and just took me out, and it hurt pretty bad. Because it was, like, right on the, like, top of my foot, kind of, and it just, I twisted something. Also, on pet notes, I meant to say this in the server, but I didn't feel like going and taking an image, because I had to take an image if I was going to do it. Hi, hello. Today is Skittles, my chinchilla's, or one of my chinchilla's, 7th birthday. She old, apparently. She real old. But I don't know. That's over a third of my life, which is kind of insane. Ooh. This looks nice so far, Nathan. Like, what if you create the brain rot? It's not really... It's not gonna get further than a little bit out of here, so, I mean, sure, spooky. If it becomes, like... I'm removing your sign. If it becomes, like, crazy popular, I might start to spite it, but... Like, we had the bamboo joke for a while. That was kind of funny. I liked that one. Whoopsies. I paused the stream. Okay, yeah, no, that... I don't even have a comment for that one over. Where are you, Chris? Did you really extend this more? Oh my god. Wasn't Buff Helpy actually in a FNAF game? He was, right? Or am I crazy? I built Earth in Minecraft, April Fool's video being made. Thanks for reminding me. T-Jock, I want to talk to you about an April Fool's idea. You'll see why I want you involved, because I feel like you would take the most enjoyment out of this. Actually, maybe Nova too. Okay, do I have those coordinates still? I do, apparently. What happened? I have an April Fool's video idea that I think you'll like. He's stretchy, he's gummy, he's squishy, he's funny. Oh my goodness. Though he scares me. Stroke plant? Yeah, you could call it that. It's kind of a lame one, to be honest. Which is why I'm like, I could explore other ideas, but... I still think it's funny enough to where... it could be done. You know what I mean? They look dumb, but I don't care if it look dumb. Thank you, and hello, King Lincoln. I'm there for more support. Can we just get out a bunch of planks? Crimson, bamboo, I don't know why I said crimson when I grabbed mangrove. That's crazy. I don't hate Lily, but she's not my favorite character. I'll go maybe jungle next. Then dark oak. And then I'm gonna make this one spruce. I was gonna not put this as one because of that corner, but too bad. And then you can be oak. And then I got these to figure out something with. That is wild, Chris. That doesn't veer off enough from what I want to do anyway, though. Birch and pale oak? Yes, okay. Might as well just use all the wood variants again, whatever. I did find Lily very intriguing. She was... I do agree with the fact that she was kind of just like Mommy Longlegs, but she was different enough. I don't know. What about the gameplay trailer? Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Sure, that job will go great for you. I should use the same, actually. I'm getting this fricker out of here. gonna be one of those, like, racing ones, you know what I mean? Where you go, wow, wow, when you race, and go, wow, and then skirt. That's not how that's supposed to work, but okay, whatever. I'm putting them next to each other. Wasn't going to, but too bad. So sad. I pressed the button, and it no grabby. Because you were having that issue too earlier, weren't you? Where it just wasn't grabbing your blocks. Because I just keep having it, and it's like professional rage baiting in Minecraft. It's so annoying. I did like Giblet. He was one of the few, like, ally characters that I really liked. As I was replaying 4, I realized how much I actually despise Doe. Not even because his character's bad, it just, I don't know. I don't want to say it felt cliche, but it did. If you know what I mean. Like, see, well, that's weird. See, I don't have that issue. I just have the it gives me nothing issue. Hi, Jack. Yep, room in the bags. Hi, I'm Gardner Ban from Hot Series Gardner Ban. I was thinking about it earlier as I was thinking about lore, and like, wow, every mascot horror game does really copy each other. Obviously, you don't even have to prompt Chris to tell you that PBT is basically copying Bendy. But I noticed, which one do I not need? Acacia. I noticed as I was thinking about it earlier, apparently I just missed you, that's exciting, that Ban is literally just a PPT lore, but in a kindergarten. Literally, like, it's almost exactly the same. It's kind of funny. Because it's like the characters some used to be workers. I don't know about the whole kids part, but they were turned into now clay monsters as opposed to just toys. And they warped Crimson and Oak, apparently, because I didn't do Oak. And you're trying to find kids that are being held hostage at the very bottom of the very large facility that goes extremely deep underground. The similarities are more than they should be. Doctor is great. I loved the Doctor. I'm unfollowing, which will definitely impact you very badly. You definitely will notice 100% because I'm so important. Yeah, totally. Insert that Jax quote here if you know which one I'm talking about. It's predictable, not gonna lie. Yeah. Also kind of cliche. It's all your fault. 2023 would have chapter 8. We would be on chapter 6 right now, Isaiah. If it was one a year. We were talking about this earlier in the VC. There were a lot of points about PPT we were talking about, but one of the interesting ones that was pointed out, I guess, is like, or at least I said 1 and 2 could have been done the same year, and like, we very well could be on 7. Doctor in many ways. Yeah, we know, Jack. A Fortnite version of Bobby Playtime Chapter 4. What the hell? Hi, Ender. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I'm, like, fairly certain that's not... That's a crime right there. I don't think they can do that, to be honest. Could be wrong. Could be wrong, but... Oh, yeah. Start dancing to the picture of a skull. That's what makes me dance. Okay. Yeah, but I still feel like that isn't... You know? Especially if it's not willingly. And also, yes, it is, Ender. Like, if you willingly did that, that's one thing, but still don't even know if you should willingly do it. Package finally arriving? Ah, yes. The pain. Do I want this to be all? I'm gonna have a row, like 2 rows of these back to back. I'm just gonna mark it like this for now. 3, 4, 5, 6, and that would be the 7th block off the wall. 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be 8. All right. Well, that's splendid. Which would mean I push you over and you over, so it's like this. But I want it to be the skull, because the skull is funny. Bob Ross might be funnier, actually. Could you imagine Bob Ross telling you to dance? That might actually give me the motivation. Not again, T-Jock. Squidward painting. I call it bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash. I'm making them all the same because I'm lazy and definitely no other reason. I don't know what other reason there would. Gambling addiction? Yeah, he looks like he does. No, my internet's actually the best, I'll have you know. Just need to transfer the right amount of money. Yo. Don't give me your remaining money. I don't want to be the reason you go bankrupt. I feel like I don't think I could live with that conscience. Escape. Once that train crashes, I'm walking back up that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm climbing over the rubble and I'm just walking back. I don't care. If the train actually leads out, I'ma find out. Like, no thanks. It's been fun and all, but I'll see you around. One needs to be Bob Ross. Oh, no, I like that one better. This one can be Bob Ross. Give me Bob Ross. There we go. Account number 2? No way I can get more tomorrow anyway. That's crazy. Abandon me, cust. Oh no, he said the frick word. Oh no. Poppy's playing true. Yeah, I'm her plan is none of my concern, you know what I'm saying? What other 4 blocks could I use? There really aren't, like, any. Would I use these 3? I guess Lapis, Emerald, the green guy, and Amethyst? Even though Amethyst isn't perfect. I would like it to be like these, but also Emerald is different anyway, so whatever. Okay, I was worried about Lapis not actually sticking out. Rations, what? Sorry, I guess speedrunning part with him. Chapter 3 with his bare fit. Alright, that's real good. I'm glad he was doing that with his free time. Free will is a crazy thing, you know? I had an interesting idea that was also, I guess it was last night actually, that was mentioned in the VC. Poppy playtime, but if I die, I restart from the beginning. I would be so down for that challenge if I got good enough at the game to actually go the whole thing without dying. Not consistently necessarily, but at least some of the time. So I promise you can do the work. It is Poppy's plan. Exactly. Don't make your plan my problem. Try to get all different paintings. And okay. Perfect. Poppy's slay time? I haven't even had my playtime with Poppy. Usually die at? It depends. Statues is one of those points, but statues, both of my deaths were a little bogus in the last run. I did die to mommy in the chase where we have to like grab the grapple. Where in 3? 1 I don't die. I don't think I ever die in 1. 3. Did I die in 3 in the stream? Excluding trolling. I don't think. No. If I'm dying in 3, it's Playhouse. Right, because I got stuck, didn't I? It like wouldn't let me down the slide and I died. 4. Doughy fight usually gets me. Doctor sometimes does. And then 5, really the only part right now that I've had issues with is the prototype train fight at the end. But that's honestly pretty learnable. And then sometimes Huggy or Lily will get me. Oh yeah, the Lily chase at the end where you're on the roof. I die on that a lot. Putting Poppy in her place? True. I honestly, I would join forces with the prototype at this point to get her back in that case. See you later, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need you anymore. You can get your funny little cheeks back in that case. I don't have you either. I do have you. I do have you. I do have you. That's not right. I do have you. I do have you. And I also have the payload. So I just need Warp and Crimson, right? Thank you for the, I don't know what that translates to, but the pound 44, Spooky. I appreciate your last remaining cents. I should do member shout out, shouldn't I? Who is the player? That's a good question. Puppy Claytime is what I like to call it. Chapter 4, that would be accurate, yes. As I've played the game and stuff, I've noticed how much... Hello, Gandalf. I've noticed how much 4 sticks out, and I don't mean that in a good way. Like, it just... It's so brutally, like, obvious against everything else. I don't know. What else do I want in here? What else could I potentially add? During the hour of joy? I don't think so. Because Ritterman would know a lot more than we did. Ritterman would know that the hour of joy happened. Well, maybe not. Ritterman feels like too big of a character for it to be us, though. Because he's in a lot of tapes, and I don't see us being in a tape that we would listen to and find. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, member shout-out time. Thank you, too. I gotta scroll down, actually, first. Nate Plays, Vid Awesome, Michael, Game Bros, Jamie, BGA, I can't read. Not Dreamy, Andre, Allison, Mahar, Sesame Productions, Firestarter, Pro Roxy, Howard, Bonnie Gamer, Context Trilogy, Rachel, Nathan, and your guy, hey, you were here. Shadow Gaming, Michael, YBG, Eric, Country Ball, John, Zane, Max, Isaiah, who is also here, Laser Wolf, Spooky, who I think might be here, I don't know, and Elijah for being our channel members. It didn't give me any information, I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't excite me any more than anything else did, but I mean, I'm still looking forward to it. Ticket machines, maybe. I thought of that when I looked at the loom. Don't ask why the loom did that to me. Could have a casino tape. You are here? Really? I don't know. It doesn't look like you're here. To be fair, so did Lily Grayson. It's all your fault. You're going in the bad toy box. How do I make a ticket machine? What? Besides the decor, first room is done. How do you like the entrance? Hold on, I'll look at it in a sec. See you, Nathan. Let me teleport first. Oh yeah, I like this. This is cool. Assuming you can still hear me. I don't know if you're watching stream still. My door! Yeah, I like this. Is looking good. That, I think, should become your main focus for a little while on levels. 9 can wait, you know what I mean? But I would like that level done, because... not obviously, like, immediately, but... I kind of want to know where that should... Where it should go from that point. Thank you, cool. Player's Spoon Man, I do like that theory. That's definitely the best theory I've heard. I love that joke, by the way. Chapter 2. 3 names. First one was us. What are the names that are there? Ludwig, Graber, Pierre are the 3 that are there, right? And then who's the other one? The other one's scrambled. It's either going to be Ritterman or Sawyer. Is my guess. Or maybe Lovitz. Since Lovitz got a promotion. But I don't think it'd be him. I think it'd be Ritterman. Sawyer would make the most sense to me. To be, like, destroyed like that. But I don't know. Well, no, because... Ritterman is a tunnel? He would be the one with the text off, no? The player is Brandon from Ivy's. Oh my god. The lore thickens. You know, I kind of like that idea, actually. What if Brandon is just the main player in every single mascot horror game? He's the guy in Ban. He's not the guy in mine. He's just he was like the main worker. He was like the manager's kid or something. Crazy idea. Named Brandon? No way. I know someone named Brandon. Ticket machine arcade. I need to add that word, apparently. Well, those are just arcade, or just claw machines. I don't want one of those. Ride tickets. Sure, we'll go with this one. I actually do like the loom. Ticker, yup, that's it right there. I don't like that the slot is above that. I guess I could put the sign on this one and then turn this into a chisel bookshelf, maybe? I meant the sign to break, and it didn't. Boop. Tickets? I don't like this block. What do we do without planning? Yo. Maybe I put a button on that one, like this. Sure, I can't be bothered. Backrooms. Oh yeah! Hello, Scary. Scary Low. Ping to build it. Christmas? You should do that. I got like a Lego sets from like 3 years ago that I just have not done anything with, and I really should at some point. And my dog is barking. 4, 4, 4. Okay, well that's not how math works. Oh, because I need to be 6. Okay, well I guess I could do 3s, couldn't I? Well then that'd be... How? Oh, because this would also need to be 2. That's fine. Yeah, you might be a teacher. Okay. Chill the frick out. Why does dog? That's what I'm wondering. Hello, party goer. This is level 3999, which is an arcade. A funny arcade. The funny part's important. You just don't know yet. It's funny. Boop, boop. Wait, where did that place? Right there. If I were to walk through your level, Tijuk, would it explode? Theoretically. My name. Did I read it properly? Question mark. Exclamation point. Period. Need all the punctuation in there. The janitor. For no reason. Honestly, probably. Stop on by. Okay. The poppy. The poppy playtime. Oh my god. My dog is experiment 1006. It's a she, not a he, unfortunately, so. I swear to god if an armor stand spawns in. Hey, well that's not very nice. You done destroyed my flower. Wait, T-Jog. What if you, theoretically, when you went in there, made the hallway on the other side open? So, like, when you go back out of the room, you go right instead of left. Back out. What the player's name Player? What if the player's name Spoon Player? Hello, Ferris. You probably put that map in Minecraft. Yeah, your English isn't that bad. Also pretty epic. Fun has been made, yes. Let me go find it. Do I have night vision? No, I don't. Where is it? I gotta, like, get my sense of direction. Okay, it's this way. Actually, I'm gonna try to find it through 11, because that sounds like a terrible idea. I know roughly where it is. I just, like... I think I need to be further over. Oh, no, because I'm near the end. So it's actually probably... I don't know where it is. The sun glare is not helping. Surely, right? I should be looking further to the left. Oh, there it is. Yeah, what if the player is me? I am from the US. Wee. No last name, just Matthew. Wait, say that again. Party room. Party room. You're never gonna believe what's through this door. Party room. I won't show that one because I think that's the one. Party room. This is split into 3 sections. The party rooms, in case you didn't get that memo yet. The bouncy castle rooms, which... Is this the big one? It is the big one, yes. I actually haven't tried to navigate this yet. I should do that. I should do that right now. I'll show the 3rd section first, though. Just some average viewers. You know, it's funny because before... Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Before... That was scary. I even made the channel name. Here's section 3, by the way. In Rocket League, I had a club with, like, whoever I would play with. That was called Just Your Average Gamers. And so Just originated before the Just in the channel name did, but... I honestly think... I debated heavily for a while whether or not I wanted to change it, and when I finally wanted to, I didn't have a huge name in mind. And this one just kind of... It was just, like, one of the options. So with the event... Sure. Why not? And I, Oh, what was this cool? I just ended up going with this because it was an easy one, and it wasn't too, like... It wasn't too anything, you know what I mean? It was kind of just... the slime blocks are rage baiting me right now. It was fairly basic, but I mean, it worked for what I wanted, and I'm glad I ended up going with the decision that I did. I might fill this room with structure voids. Oh, wow, I found it. At level negative 37, a bouncy castle, which isn't really far along. Copy an armor stand? I don't think so. The only issue is if it did, you can't slash fill it with air because you'd have to... You'd have to slash kill it. For the first time. I try to interact with chat as much as I can. Okay, now where the frick was my... Wait, I was closer to my level already. Thank you, and hello, cheese. Who watches just videos? Oh, yeah. Particles existed in Minecraft? Same. I would like to figure out a way to make entities in this. Just so there's some threat other than the threat of being sent to the void at any turn. But... yeah. There is a Backrooms mod that I think is Java, and I have it bookmarked on Instagram because that's where I saw it. And I want to play it at some point because I think that'd be a fun stream. Maybe sometime next month. Yeah, it's a little big, Turbo. Chris is he? Oh no, he came back. I'll actually show you here. I'll show you this, and then Nathan isn't here. But yeah, this level goes like 4,000 blocks beyond 0 on the Z, and then another level goes the other way 6,000. So this map is 10,000 blocks long. And by the way, I put it into perspective at some point. I think it was on a Twitch stream. The length of this map is the length of the Little Nightmares 2 map right now, which is absurd when you think about it, because like this map feels so much larger. I mean, it is because it goes across, but like when you fly in a straight line, oh my god, it takes forever. But that puts into perspective how big LN2 actually was. Running out of the Wither Skeleton with speed 2 or 3. That's probably a good way to do it. One thing that I'm not so sure about with like stuff like that in this is I would want multiple people to be able to be in it at the same time. So if another person were to trigger run as somebody else is towards the end of it, what would it do? You know what I mean? So without the command, I just need to find a way to provide the armor stand. I mean, yeah, that is part of the issue. Use a structure file. Or a /summon command, although I don't know how that would work with armor on it. If you wanted any. Level 94. True, that was in fact where I was. Ah, here's my level. Whee! Like that. Yeah, structure blocks were used for most of everything. Too big, right? You're dumb. 10,000 blocks across on Z, and it's probably still 4,000 on the X, because 7 goes way out there. Did you get a cracked version? Mine is certainly, or at least my Minecraft is not pleased. For sure. Specifically with this amalgamation of a hotel. Every time I'm near this, my frames drop. Like, see? I don't know how visible that is on the stream, but it's very noticeable for me. How do you make it a whole lot of time and effort? Hold on, I want to check something. Java on mobile. I have seen people that do the thing, yep. Okay, what do I do with this part? Houses around it? But like the video's already done, you know what I mean? I don't need it for that anymore. What other arcade things can I do? Other than just more cabinets. Wait, I could do like Midnight Motorist type thing. Like the ones on the ground that you look down at. Sure. Hello, Charlo, and thank you. Start August 8th, 1995. Oh, hell no. Get out of there. Hello, Solar Boy. Also, I will point this out, I guess, probably in a community post or something later, but I did want to note this on stream. In the month of February specifically, we have gained over 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. That is absurd. Thanks everybody, and hello everybody new who has joined, and also for the people who have been around, you know. That number technically doesn't happen if the people who have been here leave. So, thank you everybody. It's kind of wild to think about. I think before this month, the most was 660? No, maybe not even. It was somewhere around the 600 range in January. But this month just took another step, so... Get March. I would like March to be more. I would like each month to gain more than the previous. I think that's a fair hope. Not necessarily a reasonable thing to expect, but... Thank you, LP. You missed a lot. You missed actually everything. New ones, yes sir. But I am grateful for all the new people who have joined, because it's... You know, for how long I've been going with this channel and how, I don't want to say small it's been, but how, you know, it's been relatively not anything crazy. To just see that number skyrocket like that is certainly a wild experience. Hello, Cadence. Bloop. I put walls in the corners, but they are not going to connect. So, you know, I don't really despise that. I'm not gonna do it, but I don't despise it like I thought I would. What if I did slabs? I'm just trying to make this a little bit more interesting shape-wise. And I could also throw some signs on them. And maybe I go different colors for each one. Better. This is Vibrant Visuals. I currently have on. Here's the prototype. What do I do for the top? Wait, I could add, like... I could add buttons. So, like, you know, controller buttons or something. That doesn't really look... Whatever. It's fine. I don't care enough to think more than that. I'm not trying to over-detail this, because if I spend too long detailing each individual machine, I'm going to be here forever. I have not, Clumsy, no. Honestly, yeah, I'd be down to have some tea with the prototype. He seems like he'd be a chill guy if you were reasonable with him, you know what I mean? He definitely is a monster, but like if you sat down and was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna kill you, so you don't kill me. We got a deal?" Like, I'll get out of your hair, I'm out of here. I feel like he'd be a cool guy to just gossip with for a little bit. Minecraft, you're playing an iPhone 6. Do you hear that, Chris? You're playing on an iPhone 6 right now. It doesn't seem to run the greatest, which I think is honestly, you know, good thing that they aren't pulling it to everything, because, or like that certain devices don't get it, like Switch, because I have some issues running it for sure. I have my render distance a little bit further down than I would like, just because I was having a whale of a time with this stupid freaking hotel. Oh my god. True. Chris. I still think Catnap might have been the best enemy as far as ones that weren't yapping the whole time. I feel like just in general, because he didn't talk, he was so much more unsettling. Him just kind of being there and not saying anything is terrifying. Huggy doesn't yap them. I like Catnap more than Huggy. Catnap was terrifying, but Huggy kind of did what Catnap did, just not as much. I don't know, the amount of... Okay, well, I need to do something about that one. How do I deal with this without actually removing it? I guess I can go back to the stairs and go up a layer, and then do it? Sure. I knew he said that, yes, but I'm trying to forget about that. Yes, you're right, Chris. But he didn't yap the whole time. He said one thing. Yeah, that's my name. No way. He looked more like you. Wait, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if you look like a giant purple cat. I could be wrong. Maybe you do, but... Hello, Skittle Warden. I love that name. Glad to see somebody who does appreciate Bedrock as well. Seems fairly rare. For people who look for specifically Bedrock, I should say. Yeah, he's just a little guy. Such a nice little guy. You were never supposed to be the hero, Brian. Hello, not Aki or Aki. I want to say Aki. Correct me on which one. A for A or B for A? With the acting house, house, yes. Glad you enjoyed it though. Barring my god awful grammar. I don't mind the idea, but I don't like the way that it looks. So prototype versus itself. Prototype versus his own sins. He loses TADC episode 8. I can't wait. When does that release? It's like the 15th of March or something, right? Sometime in the middle. I've got the rug treat. So did Pianosaurus. Did you see that one, Spooky? In the... One of the, like, rooms, the, like, classroom thing? Or, I don't know if it was the classroom. I think it was the bedroom. It was a Pianosaurus rug. Hello, Bumblebuzz. Sherified. And then the Huggy wardrobe. Prototype versus all characters. Give Kissy your arm back and she wins. She solos, I think. Frog Day? That's so true. National Cash Register. I don't think I need that. March 20th. Okay. Wow, that's literally right before I leave for St. Louis. That's crazy. What design was? I agree. Catnap, there's something about the way that Catnap is shaped that's probably like just the best out of them. Dog Day, I would need to see his legs to have a full opinion for him. Cool Dowie. Not Dowie. Oh noes. Okay, and then I'm just gonna mark this for a particular spot to see how far across, because I think, yep, that is longer that way. Actually, what if I did glowstone? I haven't used glowstone in years, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I have no reason to use it, so I'm not going to. I might do redstone every other, right? Honestly, just to kind of dim it a little bit. And then that would be the end, because 2 rows of redstone. Do I want to change the sea lanterns then to like maybe verdant frog lights? I was trying not to use frog lights because the directionalness of them is just gonna piss me off, but you should just like take a nap, Ender. Prototypeless catnap equals pro nap? Professional nap. How Bubba Fett would look. Shaped like catnap. That's true. I kind of want to see all of those as bigger bodies. The little stuffed animal toys are so chubby, they aren't really good for referencing, you know what I mean? Mother lung feet. Mother lengthy limbs. Some colored lighting. Yeah, I kind of wish it did, but I'm trying to at least like get the idea of colored lighting in, if that makes sense. Like if you look up at the lighting, it's colored. You know what I mean? Mother short feet. What about ant short feet at that point? Since we're going fully opposite. Well, I guess ant is an opposite, but you get the point. Opposite would be child, daughter. Could you imagine the prototype with, like, the movement that mommy has? That would be horrifying. Daddy's short feet. Sure, we'll go with that one. Grandma long toes? That conveys an emotion in my body I didn't think was possible. Biological mother figure, lengthy appendages. Short name right there. Bedtime Factory. I've made the exterior twice, and I've made chapter 1, chapter 2. Actively working on 3. I made a lot of it. But yeah, there are full tutorials on 1, 2, and the exterior. Both versions of the exterior. Old one is my most popular video, and new one fits the chapter 1 interior. So I would say that one is the better one. But also a lot more infuriating to follow. Because that is quite the long tutorial. Biology. Chris, whenever you want, I've got a room for you to build your room off of for the room. Did I mention it was a room yet? I should take off my night vision. Wrong one. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of basic, but... I go from mother long feet to biological mother figure like the appendages. Honestly, who knows? I'm gonna put a beacon on the outside of the wall on the side where you should put the room. Just windows instead of doors? Alright, that's cool. I don't care exactly where it is off this wall. Just make sure that your doorway is actually visible. Although I kind of think it'd be cool to have it half behind an arcade machine. Where did you get that milk? I milked my... Bedrock or Java? This is Bedrock, and everything I do is Bedrock. Some people I just don't think are aware enough of the difference, but if you play a lot of Minecraft, you can tell the difference. You know what I mean? I like Bedrock more. The general consensus that we've had here for the most part is Bedrock is better for building, Java is better for survival. And I'm a builder, so I'm going to say Bedrock is better overall. Mommy Longless. I love that. Stretch of destiny. Stretch of pain and misery. misery. They're gonna do Lily. Okay. Okay, I can't be bothered to do this side yet. I worked on this level for the entire stream so far, so that's a good break from that one with... Hi, how are you? Are you above this yet? I can't see, or below it. I don't know which direction you went. Oh, you did go below. You're getting there. How is this now? Thank you and hello, Isaiah. There are 2 Isaiahs. Wee. Where is my level that I need? This way. I can tell by this particular black box. That one's special. It's quite the large map, yeah. It is reasonably sized. Your floor died. Rest in peace, your floor, I guess. Oh yeah, I want to show how big 7 is, because I know a lot of you haven't seen this. I'm going to fly diagonally. This is the front right corner, okay? I wonder if I'm going to see the shed. No, it's further back. Oh no, there it is. It is to the right there. As a side note, by the way... Font's also dying to the event. Crazy. Rest in peace, those plants. There is somewhere in this ocean, SpongeBob's house, under the water, all the way at the floor. I don't know where I put it, but it's there. So if anybody ever happens to find that when we do stuff, because we're going to do a stream with this map at some point. Is that actually missing? Oh no, it just baited me. Okay. But if anybody happens to find that either when this map gets published or then, let me know, because I am curious where I put it. I don't know. I might be able to find it if I try, but I have 0 clue where it is. Is that the end of it? Surely not. There's just no water here, apparently. Well, that's a good way to find that out. But yeah, there's the end of it, anyway. Huh, that's very odd. I kind of want to leave it because it's funny. Also, I'm lazy. 7 exit. Level 7 doesn't technically have an exit. I guess the exit you would have seen would be the floating, like, shed down to 96. Well, I guess there are 3 parts. 96, 8 when we get there, and... What's the other one? I guess 11 technically, but I was thinking 6 more so. That all would lead to it. There's nothing at the far end right now, so... Finish will be very large. I would say we're going to have like a midpoint soon, so that should tell you. But I hope we hit a point to where a lot of things are finished up, but once we kind of have all of the levels that we have started, at least done or, you know, something, we're going to start a whole probably second batch of levels, or at least that's my plan. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff still that I want to do with this. I don't see this map ending anytime soon. Top 5 largest levels. Number 1 is your mom. Favorite level so far? 410. Yeah, there's something else. 94, this one. 11 are the 3 biggest surface levels. I guess we gotta throw 50 in there, right? But I think Pool Rooms is the biggest underground level right now. Favorite level's the one that exists. That's a good pick. I guess I should teleport back to T. Actually, I'll teleport to Chris, because oh, never mind. Yeah, frick you, I guess. Well, that's not very cool. It's your fault that I put that extra N in there, T-Jack. N stands for not my fault. And it's yours instead. Okay, where do I... Oh, yeah, right. Dark Rooms is where I was gonna go before I got distracted. Yeah, it is your bad. You're right. No, I should do Decadence. I should definitely do Decadence. Because Decadence is almost done. And I kind of want to... Oh, God. Okay, sorry. I got scared because there's like a bunch of Void teleporters. And I'm not really about to get sent to the Void. Or not interested in getting sent to the Void. All Night in Mario Maker 2? Ah, yes, tomorrow. Totally. Should I just texture the rest of the floor? Honestly, it's not that much. I'm debating doing side rooms or not. And what other blocks are there? Any? I suppose not. But I don't know, because I don't see a reason for side rooms, but also without them, this level is real tiny. Oh, I gotta texture that? Why did I not? Okay, whatever. My walls are low, nor I'm coming for you, yes. Catnap and his wall addiction or something. Correct, some big purple cat. I called you a big purple cat. When did I do this? Ginormous is such a weirdly spelled word that gives me the creeps. That's honestly pretty valid. Yeah, what T-Jog said. Don't share your personal information on the internet. That attracts an unwanted set of people. And I don't want my chat to be part of the responsibility for that, and I don't want you to endanger yourself for that. You know what I mean? It's not really... There is nobody on the internet that deserves that information. Even if T-Jog offered me $100, I would not give him my personal information. Prototype into Backrooms. When will I be live again? Tuesday, I think, will be the next one, if I'm correct. Normally I would stream on Sundays, but because of the backroom stuff starting next week and another video that needed to be out, I'd have kind of a weird week. Have it anyway? Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that. $1.75 deal. Sold. Here's my credit card info. People on the internet are scary. You live in Bikini Bottom? No way. Yeah, it actually might have been spooky. Maybe another cent or two, though. Gotta drive a hard bargain, you know what I'm saying? Spend it all in one place. I'm gonna buy 2 gumballs with that. If even. How much is a gumball now? Anyone is... How much, like... If you were to go to a gumball machine, how much would you need to put in? I'm pretty sure back in my day, yes. No, back, like, when I was younger, it was a nickel, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a nickel. But I could be wrong on that. It was either a nickel or a quarter. I don't know which one, but it was one of the two. A quarter? Maybe it was a quarter. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if that changed, though, since then. Inflation makes it about $10,000, true. Back in my day. I'm not that old. I'm fairly old, but I'm not that old. For some reason, I feel like it was a nickel, but also, I don't know. You used to be able to go to the shop and buy little ice cream, like, cups for quarters. Maybe they were 50 or 75 cents, but they weren't expensive. I remembered that. So we just had like an infinite stash of quarters for my ice cream addiction. I wonder what the crumpets were made out of, by the way. Were they literally just like a prop? They probably were, actually. They look kind of rubbery. Prototype crumpet mukbang. Oh my god, I would pay for that. I would absolutely pay for that. I think we didn't watch SpongeBob. Chris. Yeah, I mean, I'll leak it again for a quarter, as even though I've already shown it. Don't do it. I said don't do it. That was not your prompt to do it. I'll deal with the stairs later. We'll figure this out. Or we'll talk about this another time. Whatever the frick, though, he says. No, that was not a block. It's over. This is level 5.3, Decaying Decadence, Turbo. You need a grab pack for dinner? Hell yeah. Stop watching. My bad, I guess. If you insist. Hello, Demelin. Nice. Sounds like a fun time, maybe. Good luck if you do. It's quite the tutorial. Ender, just accept it. It's okay. You know, I'm not one who does, but I understand why people would. CD. Hello, Billy. You just nosedive on me? That's crazy. He really just did that to wave at me. The Backrooms? No. I ate the Backrooms. Not clickbait. Nah, not for saying if you're gonna build them. There is only issue if you actually ask. That the moderators or myself has. Oh yeah, I guess I am pretty close, huh? I didn't even teleport to you, though. Someone's needy for attention. You learned them? The Backrooms fandom is where pretty much all the levels come from. Generally, someone to wave you, understandable. Don't do it again. But what was I gonna say? My method, which maybe isn't the best one, is I get an idea for the level and then I just start going for it. You know what I mean? Like I kind of read about it, understand what it is, get maybe an image or two built, like the main image that I can find, and then I just do the rest off of what I think it should look like. No sense looking for images all day when you kind of, it's not, you're not supposed to be copying images anyway, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be thinking of it yourself. The point of the Backrooms is to be creative with it. Except for using it. Have you, so you have to go to a specific page, because the main menu doesn't. You have to go to the levels page, and then you can scroll through them. Sometimes it's slow or laggy, though. Hello, Sassy, Spread Your Hugging. I mean, long legs and server nest just now. Nice. How'd you like them? Oh my god, jump scare. Oh, do you want to build a room? Is that why you here? I have not seen that emote before. Oh, that's great. The Hugster Wugster. What? Alright. Thank you, I appreciate that, Sassy. They were fun. Oh my god, voice crack. They were fun statues to make. Okay, so he just came to faceplant, I guess. Understandable. Was there? You know, fair enough. Can't even blame you. I should finish texturing this area. I should also punch holes, maybe. No, yeah, I get out all these stairs and stuff that I need, which are gonna be... I think I need 3 stairs and 3 slabs, right? Just these 3? Mud brick, I suppose. Why not? Sure. Should build. Will 0 run planes type anymore? How can I give you one that's not too torturous? What one can I give you that's not too torturous? Could do level 96, which is Infinite Diner. That one's pretty cool. America. Hello, Zether? I'm so bad at pronouncing names. The more I do this, the more I realize that is the case. Why do I need these? Oh wait, never mind, I know why. I'm dumb. I wasn't thinking for this part. That's why it seems kind of pointless right now. Yeah, I was thinking for here. Actually, more accurate than most people that say these are good. I at least got that much. That's something. Gotta make you parkour over the holes. That's an easy enough jump. Yeah, and then you gotta do this. This is not as easy. It's still pretty doable. Let me see if I can do it right now. Oh yeah, they call me the parkour expert. They don't call me the parkour expert. Oh, the pain jump. Wait, I should go the other side. For real. Okay. The fun part about this part, by the way, is if you fail, you're going to the void. That is possible. I know I did it. Maybe I just suck. Maybe that's what it is. Wow, okay. I'm brilliant at it. I might actually... Okay, well, no, I got it there. And then I fell off. The point is, it's possible. It's really hard, but... I don't want it to be easy because you're gonna go... This is gonna lead you to the end anyway, as you see. Hardcore expert. Famous last words. Oh, you scared me. Literally Kinger for some reason. Can you do that? Yeah, I don't really know why you would when the other side is easier, but, you know. Remain comment, don't pull the trigger with your stomach. I don't know if you can control that much. Paper, scissors. The earth. With enough people... If we just, like, exponentially increase the population, everybody could combine forces and we could eat the Earth. It is theoretically possible. And I might have this pathway just kind of chill, more so because I'm lazy. Clover on a different account? Yo. Well, then hello, Clover on a different account. Do I want to texture these walls? No, I don't, but I might as well. You're doing... What the... Oh my god, guys. Did you see that? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. Okay, bye. I feel like I should have no ceiling in this hallway. Sounds like a fun idea. Monsters entities, just a map. Although I would like to add entities if possible at some point in time. I saw some video on Instagram. I don't remember, T-Jog might have sent it to me, or I might have sent it to him, or neither, and I'm making it all up. But either way, I guess that's not important. It was like the physical representation of rock, paper, scissors, and it was like... it was people basically fighting if they were using them as weapons. Hello, Michael. I've never listened to that song a day in my life, but I do really like the scene where they're singing it. This wall should be clean, right? I can't stop watching, guys. Help, I can't. My cuss? I don't care, as long as you don't say anything, anything too offensive. Wait, what? Oh, hello. Oh, I am... The X's. Oh, the X's. There's too many. I want to say Zigzags, but I know that's going to sound absolutely incorrect and you're going to be offended. I'm sorry. This is level 5.3. Actually, there you go. Level 5.3, Decaying Decadence, which is a sub-level of the hotel, which is basically just rotting, and that's about it. Anything to offend? How dare you? I'm stupid. What did... Oh, yeah, 96. Downtown Diner. Why is your PS floating? Why not? Just for one day. I've shown it in a couple streams. But, mainly look for the animatronic stuff. the Halloween animatronics, because that's normally when I'll show it. I've done some streams and some normal, just like videos with those. Whoopsies, I already did this well. Silly me. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. I swear that didn't exist. You had sent it? Okay. I just remember seeing it. You know, it's so close. It's definitely not the pronunciation. Can you eat Spooky? Spooky, do you consent to this? Driving and eating at Sonic. That's a crazy stream idea. I'd be one of those streamers that would just like crash though. There we go. The amount of like, you know, I think the idea, I know you're probably joking, but also either way like that, the idea of streaming and driving at the same time is just terrible. You're telling me I gotta read chat and also drive? Like, no, I'm crashing. That's the first thing I'm doing is crashing. My bad, Chris. I can't resist. I don't know. It's hard. In a lot of ways, apparently. And what were you being eaten? I don't know. I'm not the one eating you. I did it again, Chris. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's two very different ways here. That is a fair point. Trying to make a FNAF game in Minecraft. It's too bland. Texturing is generally, like, good. It's hard to kind of, especially if you're doing something custom, to think of those details, but just, like, think of small things you could add, right? For me, a lot of the time, it's, especially for a map like that, quote-unquote movement. That is true, Chris. Like, not necessarily fully movement, but, like, is there any example I can think of in this map? Yes, actually. Where is that thing T-Jock did? Over here. Wait, is it over here? Oh, no, it's right here. Something like, this isn't really a good example for what you want, but just, like, dripping or something. That's generally what I immediately think of. But, like, having things look like they're still being used. Doors may be open. Boxes. Like, if you made a grill have, like, a, I don't know, like a pressure plate on the grill to be, like, a patty. Just little things like that to make it feel a little bit more alive. But texturing, detailing, you shouldn't go over the top with it, because there is absolutely a line of going too much. But just, you know, adding a little bit more of those kinds of small things. So mob died. Probably a sheep. Sheep fell to its death. Hello, Nathaniel. Thank you, thank you. I do have a PS5, but I don't really use it anymore. The only reason I use PS is for assisting me in recording. It isn't really actually used for playing anything anymore. Kinda sucks. I should find usage for it. Only issue is, the only, like, thing I would is streaming, but the streaming mic quality is garbage on that, and I can't be bothered to try to plug in this mic to it, because then I gotta unplug it from the back of my PC, which is just a whole other ordeal that I can't be bothered with, so. I do have a Discord, yes. The link for the server should be in the description. You do have to verify by reacting to a message. If you can't do that, just let me know in the chat here, and I can help you out. But you should be able to, hopefully. I just know some people can't. Cough, cough, spooky. Man is the prototype. Thank you, man, also. And hello. Yeah, I get carried away sometimes, as you can tell. 4:49 a.m. Ferris? Voice crack. It's 4:49 p.m. for me. I mean, I'd assume a.m. then, because that do be the other side of the world, though. Oh yeah, watch this. That was so much easier, wow. I'm into Can't Stop Watching. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Through the wall I go. Wow, that is a long fall. Need some long fall boots for that fall. I'm just teleporting back to T-Drac. Yes, hello. Where was I? Somewhere down here. Give my hand a break for a second. Doing so, you'll probably have that. The only reason I haven't had that issue is having YouTube is helpful, for sure. Like, posting the maps to YouTube, even if, you know, they don't do great at first, that's okay. But PMC is hard, because especially if it's... People are going to look for specific things, and I guess if it's not that specific thing, they might not immediately look at it and be like, yup, download it. Also, hold on, I want to make sure, I want to see... Ah, yes. Wow, wow, we're jumping real ahead with that one, Nova. Prototype versus prototype, who solos? Definitely the prototype. Chat's scaring me? Oh, trust me, I'm well aware. Use /fill command for what? For which part of it? The ceiling? I couldn't really for the texturing, but yeah. I know I could have, but it was 3 rows. Like, I'm saving 3 seconds if I do that, let's be real. Now, what do I do below this? Stay away. I don't like you. The hallway should be 1, I guess, and then that should be another block. Come out on here. You weren't here for the replay stream, clearly, man. that one was crazy. This one is quite chaotic, but it's not that bad. I don't want to go back in the case. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. 98 shares with? Don't you mean 96? That's a good question, though. I don't know. Some blocker or something. The other issue with this one now, how do I make this actually teleport you to the void without it just, you know? I could put water at the bottom and have the water funnel you in, because then you're closer to a center block, and that's better for me. A package, let's go, LP. Hello, Deadgold. Actual fandom. The diner's 98? Well, I know it's 96. I'm almost positive it's 96 on this fandom. The fandom that I use, I mean. The Backrooms fandom. Command blocks, true. Eat the whole company of Amazon. That would probably send the world into quite the situation. Let me check fandom what actually, if I've been gaslit. It changed. I swear it was 96. Well, too bad, so sad, I guess. It's 96 in my heart, so that's what we're going with. Security Reach merch? Hell yeah. 5 Nights in the prototype. That's a little kinky. I don't want to mess this one up, because this will absolutely be an issue if I do. Where did I punch that hole? I can't see it. There we go. I'm gonna trigger it, aren't I? No, I didn't. Wow. What, Turbo? Excuse me? I'm gonna move past that one, I think. Because I'm not really sure what else to do. Okay. Spawn to the black abyss? Yes, I must succumb to the void. Hello, Brandy. Yeah, I fixed them all on stream. Live on stream, I actually fixed them. The issue was... there were just some issues that I don't know. I don't know why, but there were, so... They fixed her now. It was because YouTube had them sorted reverse, and then when I tried to fix them, it sorted by most popular instead of the option that I freaking picked. So it screwed it up more, but I got it. No, it does. You are correct on that, Spooky. I am aware of that. Hold on. And Moondrop. 6. Are you not able to verify, Nathaniel? Via the rules? I just want to make sure that is the case first because, you know, I want to make sure y'all are reading my rules. Okay, what do I do about this? It is, yeah. Well, some people physically can't. Unfortunately, nobody tells me if they can't, so... You know what I mean? I can't help you if I'm not informed, so... I know you guys can't see what I'm building, but don't worry, because I can't see what I'm building either. If that makes you all feel any better. I literally... Okay, that's better. I can see a little bit better now. No. Anybody who moderator on server wanna do that for me? How many blocks do I need to go out, actually? I wish I could count them. 3... It looks like 8. I'm just gonna assume that it's 8. I can't see, dude. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I can see when I look down at them, but not up at them. Which is very odd. Twitch tonight? No, sir. No Twitch. Okay, so it is technically 8, yes. I should probably consider doing the other side now. Read the rules, and that should tell you how to verify, please. Although, one of the moderators has got that for you. But either way, read the rules, because, you know, they do exist for a reason. They do exist to be read. Oh, I didn't go far. Well, I technically did go far enough, actually. That's the kicker. Huh? There no hole, so why you no work? Alright, I just needed to remember that there was no hole. Or needed to remember that it was unholy or something. I don't know. Turning into something unholy. Yeah, Turbo, if you, again, give your username here, and we can verify you manually. It just, that system is set up because we've had issues with, some clowns joining and being like, hey, let's spam accounts in here, and let's just make their day miserable, so, yeah. Okay, that one has a radius and a half, oh my god. I did joke. Have a 94 done, nice. Moving dark things. I forgot I was singing that. You're so true. You're so true. Yeah, you're true, T-Jack. You're not correct. You're true. Which one won't have a radius then? That's gonna eat me. You are true. Yes. This one maybe. I might as well take you if I can get close enough. I can. Thank you, Mr. Command Block. Because this map, it's a few blocks. It's just one or two, really. But which one is that? That is you, correct? Because I want to just check how far that radius is before it starts harassing me. Like, if I'm here, it'll catch me there, yes. Other side, it should also catch me. Yeah, there. And then here, it should also catch me. Yeah, cool. That's fine. Yep. Yeah, so that. Verified, thank you, Nova. Affecting you? Yeah, see, but it's funnier to get teleported to the void every 10 seconds. Okay, where's that hole? Right there. Should be filled. Looks filled, but I wouldn't know anyway. I could also turn off commands, technically. Oh, he's here. We're licking people. Okay, bye. Frick you too, I guess. When was the last time you took a shower with your dirty blue shirt wearing it? It's been alright. How has yours been, Zephyr? Your commands scare me. Detailed build. You know, I think it has to be Poppy Playtime. The amount of texturing and just small things I put into that is crazy. This is, like, just looking at it, like, here, this is insane. My goodness. Scares me? It should, yeah. I'm so scared. I'm at the Bendy reference. If you want to see this first, and then I'll find the room. TMI. Here, Bendy room. I'll go find the other thing. You know, I should work on negative 37. You know, PPT5. What did you see on it, Ender? Hello, Ronaldo. Somewhere here. Doesn't have to be exactly where the beacon is, just somewhere here. On this wall. This side of this wall. What, D-Jack? That's not the right thing. Fold it in half and give it to the next person. I don't think that's the saying. It's the floor and you get snatched. You're right, I did snatch him. What are you gonna do about it? I haven't worked on Dark Pool Room, so I should do that. That is the Joy of Creation reference. Nothing, I guess? Yeah, okay. Structure blocks aren't showing the bags. That's brilliant. They don't show like signs and stuff sometimes. It's weird. Okay, this room. What do I do with you? I feel like the other wall should be the same as this one. I don't know if I can just structure block normally, though. The prototype. No, I think I could get away with making it different. Also because I'm lazy, and it'd just be easier to continue the striping of this wall across. But... well, I mean, it wouldn't be easy. Seeing as how wide the wall is, but it's fine. Or long, I should say, not wide. Remember. Fun. A little bit of all of it, I guess. I mean, eventually it should get posted to PMC, but I can't really confirm that right now. As I've mentioned a couple times, although I know you haven't been here, so I'm not saying that against you. I've had people stealing maps recently, so they can't steal if it's not posted, so I might just... I'm going to hold off from posting anything for a little while, but... yeah. And then there was something else for sure. Yeah, no, that's pretty long. Can confirm. But I do want to do... I don't want to say a role play, but I want to do a thing where people can join and try to escape. First person to escape gets a cookie or something. I don't know. It's coming out. Birthday. Happy birthday, Hayden. Hello. I'm excited for it, too. The birthday... or the what? The movie is coming out the day before my birthday. You don't count, T-Jock. You work on it. You don't count in that sense. People, yeah. You gotta be a different level of a lot of things to do that, I feel like. You know, I'm a simple man, right? I don't care if you use my build, just as long as you do that one thing called giving a little bit of credit. But don't, like, post it to PMC. That's what pisses me off. I don't care if you give credit, just don't post it online. You can, like, on PMC, when most of my stuff is on PMC already. And if it's not for a reason. But... like, if you post it on YouTube, obviously I love the publicity from that, but just, like, give me the good publicity, not the drama out of it, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make a deal out of someone stealing a build. I'm trying to just, you know, if you want to show off my build, absolutely, just don't say it's yours. Such a simple concept that seems so hard for people to understand, and it sucks. Zero located. It's pretty much in the heart of the map. Like, it is... I can show it to you, I think. Can I see it from here? Probably not. No, because I have the whole ocean here. Let me do one of these. Because T-Jug is near it. Yes, yes, hello, hello, hello. Right here. Again, it's pretty much in the heart of everything. There's stuff below it, above it, left of it, right of it, the other side. Like, there's stuff everywhere. Yep, so you can. I really don't care. Go for it. Some fighting that could gain you traction. I mean, yeah, like, you have a point with it. I'm not one to care, though, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna get me some publicity as well, or some traction, so... assuming you get that traction, but yeah, I kind of see both sides of it. It is definitely weird. It doesn't take that much effort to just say, this build was made by this person. Here's a link to their channel, or whatever. You know what I mean? It takes 2 seconds to just have a little bit of courtesy. Hello, Jeremy. Some post it there. Yeah, especially on, like, when you're posting a download for something, that's a whole other conversation. Because, again, even if you give credit in that situation, like, it's either gonna already be on PMC, or it's supposed to not be, I guess. Or for any other site like that. You know, I think one thing that a lot of people miss is if I want my maps up there, they're gonna be up there. But I hold them off sometimes for reasons like this. So, like, don't. I feel bad also, like, holding them and then being like, here, follow this tutorial instead. But at the same time, if I'm going to have the issue to where people are just taking them, like, you're going to have to go through the effort for it, unfortunately. It's going to kill it for everybody else. I do feel bad because I realize some people don't want to go through that effort, but then what the hell do I get out of it if the tutorials aren't being used? You know what I mean? It's just kind of a waste of my time for the map, so... Why not at the factory? Why not 2 nights? God. Just stealing? No, I mean... If I do something like that myself, I'm saying, like... I've stated a couple times that the bees that I use for the caving, I stole from Life and Foundation. I say that. But, like, I don't think it's truly stealing. You're never going to have an original idea, let's be real. It doesn't exist in Minecraft anymore. So, I don't think it's something you should really be, like, worried about, but... It is definitely something, I guess, to consider. But I don't even know if giving credit necessarily for something like that matters a ton. If it's like, again, if it's a circle, how many people have used the same circle, you know what I mean? How many people have made some of these particular things? Like, or I guess particular designs for those things. You should be verified, Nathaniel. You should have been. Also, the bottom rule would say react to this message to verify, and then you can access the server. And then you would need to level up to level 5 to be able to post images and join VCs is the other thing. I know it's a little locked down, but... Block for block? It depends. I think on the map. I would definitely give credit for it, yeah, but... I think it really does depend. How big the room is. Like, if you took Make a Friend from Poppy Playtime, yeah, you should give credit for that. But if it's, like, a Backrooms room, like, you know... Like, a layout for level 0 at a part, like, does that matter that much? I don't think so. Again, I still would probably mention that it's from something, but... See you later, Scary. Hello, Danny. This is a custom... it's called... Basically, it's Dark Pool Rooms. Custom Pool Rooms thing. Which is from some found footage. There's a bunch of found footage videos out there for it. That you can find. I might have gone too far. T-Jock, can you come here? Whereas it has been 3 hours. True. I'll probably end soon. Stand just right there. Right. You stay right there. Thank you. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Nathaniel, please pay attention. I've told you like 3 times. You should be verified. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. And I've said you should have been manually verified. And I also told you how you should verify. If you're not, please use those ears. You got them for a reason, I think. Unless they're props. Maybe they are. It's an interesting thought. Can't say I like it, but it's an interesting one. Okie dokie. Okay, there's nothing there. How the hell did I do that? Oh, because I'm stupid. I copied the coordinate I was at, not what I was looking at. I'm so smart. Time is it for you? 5:16. Hold on, let me do some investigating here. Yeah, you pretty verified, I would say. You are certainly what one would call verified. Uploads. You can be unverified if you'd like, Nathaniel. Why don't I use /fill command? Did you just watch a single second of the last 5 minutes? T-Jog, have I used /fill anytime recently? I haven't, right? You didn't see me use any /fill for anything? $10.17 for you, crazy. The previous levels? Sure, go for it. Is there ever knives out there? No, I don't, T-Jack, sorry. I feel like this has to be, I have to be getting rage baited right now. There's no way, right? I don't know what /fill is. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm a fraud. Got. Bah. Okay. Why is that spacing like that? Oh, I know why it's like that. It just looks weird. But I do know why it is like that intentionally. Hello, Chantel. How do I become special again? That's a good question. Ask the special police or something. Okay. So I am being rage baited, I see. YouTube channel? Oh yeah, you're so right, Helpy. I should. Thanks for the idea. I don't have a wall over there. That's exciting. They done ate my wall. What do I do, actually, about that? Don't say extended. Don't. I swear, if somebody says extended, I'm gonna turn into a pear. A pear specifically. Shorten it? Okay, well, that's at least different. I'll give you that much credit, I suppose. What is this supposed to be? Okay, so if I do this as it is, it's gonna lag the frick out of the game. 85. Wow, it's taller than that. 155. Yup, that seems pretty good. I can't structure block the sand with it, though, because it's gonna just destroy everything. Wham. 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 And then what's the offset? X. Offset is up here. X negative 62. Okay, well, 63. That was close. At least I tried or something. I don't know. I'm gonna get trapped in here. Okay, good. Private ones? Yeah. They are. I don't like it, but you know what I mean? Like, I can't be bothered enough to spend my time worrying about that. Oh, that gives me a dumb idea. Oh, that gives me a dumb idea. I won't do it in this room. I'm gonna feed myself to the voices. I should make something. You're so right. Never done that before. I've never made anything ever. I'll come back to you. It's fine. You'll figure it out, Water. Yeah, so I'm gonna put something in the rules about that. If you can't verify, please tell me, because yeah, I don't want to lock the server for people that don't have a phone number, because I realize a lot of you might not. I do still want it to be open for everybody, but you know. Give me the voices, thanks. Alrighty. Whee. I'm probably gonna fill this Prismarine across, and then that might be the stream end. All these rows, I mean, not just this one. Have fun with that, Turbo. No Park Chapter 2. I would like to, but it depends, because one thing that I'm realizing is, obviously I think the main question would be the tutorial, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna need to assist this. I am not sure, because on that at least, because Chapter 1 isn't doing the greatest, in my opinion. And also, okay, that should drain it all. Is my floor now wet? I think so. And also, like, that's going to be 40 parts. Chapter 1 is going to be. So, you know. Personal info. Oh, yeah, perfect. I'll get right on that. But I do want to build IP2, because I had a fun time building the first chapter. And, yeah. Although that's also a thing that I'll figure out after I play, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like, yeah, I'll build that, and then suddenly I hate the chapter or something, and I'm like, no. But then again, I built Ban 0, and I hated that game, so... Nora, wow. Nova, I didn't know your name was Nora. It's crazy. Yeah, the name maybe gave that one away. Hi, I am Ban from hit series Garden of Ban. I don't know. I like Nova Rover better. Definitely not because I made the nickname. Even though it's not a nickname, it's not shorter. Well, I guess nicknames wouldn't have to be shorter, huh? That would generally be the implication of them, but I guess they don't have to be. How about an Olive Garden in Minecraft? I did one like forever ago, actually. And I just never remade it. I've had I like laid out the text or the font one day to do a remake and just never did. It's like saying Aurora. Yeah, see, but I can't say Aurora properly apparently. So Aurora. Instead of me paying me to be staff, I'll pay you to be staff. That's a crazy bribe. You know, I guess it is true, but technically it's the name thrown in front of me, Chris, so... You know what I mean? If your YouTube handle was Christopher, I would call you Christopher. Or whatever. Maybe your name is Christmas. I don't know. I've done a lot of city tutorials, Zether. You'd be surprised. You name a popular, like, restaurant chain or store chain, chances are I have built it. Nothing, Nover. Don't worry about it. Walmart? Yup. I've done 3 Walmarts. 4 tutorials, and then I've built the one in City, and I think that'd be the only other one out of content at least. No, I built a build battle one as well, and then I might have built another build battle one, or somebody else did on the channel. That was not what was happening, T-Jack. But 100 Walmarts? Ah, yes. Yeah, no, it's weird for me too. It's okay, I won't do it again. Probably not. I'll probably forget that we had this exchange by tomorrow. I've built Waffle House. I've built 3 Waffle Houses as well. Yes. A lot of the like older ones that I did, you'll hear me say I've done 3 of, because I did the original one way back when, then I did a remake because the first one sucked, and then I have the Refresh series versions, which are basically just the other ones but better. Like parking lot and stuff. Like I go try hard mode. So yeah, 3 would mean refresh, 2 would mean just remake, or maybe no remake and refresh, and then 1 would be just 1, obviously. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna send that image again of you smashing Chris. Oh, I hate that with no contact. Whoa. Chuck E. Cheese? I have done... I think I only did 1 Chuck E. Cheese, right? Yes, but I did make one. Backrooms? Yeah, I've never done that, Spooky. Totally not. Technically, this is the second Backrooms project because of Dirt City having the smaller one. Although, I mean, nothing has been... Or the other one wasn't really this big. It was a little bit smaller. Wow, you were ready for that. I feel like he knows when I teleport to somebody else that he's next. He just has like a sneaking suspicion. Ah, my goodness. I should really not bend my knee like this. It's gonna hurt when I unbend it, but that's fine, whatever. It hurts actually just actively having it bent, which is not good. Finish beforehand? Okay. Or I can end and you can just keep going if you want. I can end over there. Although I want to see what T-Jock's done first. I help. Anything new over here? Ain't no work? Was that too high? Or did you break it? Oh, it was just too high. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Setting off too? Ah, okay. So what I'm hearing is you're cringe. I thought about actually muting, but... I would know if I was muted, I think. I think it'd be pretty obvious. Because see that green bar that you can't see? It would go. If I was muted, so... Whoa. Not being behind the doors. Or the frick. Arcade machines! Anyway, I'm gonna end there. If y'all wanna join me in doing pool rooms 188 and 94 and the others, sick. Yeah, that seems like the most like popular backrooms levels. Bars your imagination? Yeah, it probably is. Complex but fun to look at. It definitely is fun to just like fly around and look at how everything looks from outside the levels, you know what I mean? Because it's a mess. Anyway, what? What about what? What? Joke's on you, I blocked the left button. Oh my god, D-Jack. You have fun doing that. Anyway, those are real extreme, yeah, Chris. Thank you guys for watching. Whatever you guys did and enjoyed this video. I am scared by this guy's emote collection. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.